What is up, guys? It's Jess here. Thank you for checking in again. So as you guys can see, I'm standing in front of my IS300 today. So I'm going to be doing a brief little introduction to the car today, as well as explain what my intentions are with this car. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my car. So here is my car. She is a 2003 Lexus Is300. Her name is actually Caroline. I've owned her for about, I want to say, 8 months now. I picked her up in, I think, February. And yeah, so I was very fortunate enough to pick this car up from its original owner. So it's in pristine condition. Not pristine, but it's in really good condition. The body was really taken care of by the previous owner, and that's something that I'm really grateful for. So I'm gonna give you a quick walk around so you guys can see what condition the body is in. So all around, there is absolutely no dents on this body, and that's something that I absolutely love, because dings make me cringe, and having a clean body is just the best. So I'm gonna point out that this bumper back here is actually not the original. The owner did say that he had to replace that because someone like kind of hit his car, like rammed into it a little bit while they were parking, and he had like indentations where the license plate bracket would go. So he just went ahead and replaced that, which I'm grateful for, because that would bug me too. But you can kind of, in the sun, you can kind of see their shade is slightly different between the two, but that doesn't really bug me. Also, this light, I know some Is300 suffer from this. This light has like alligator skin inside the headlight, the tail light. But I eventually do want to switch those out for sport design tail lights, so I'm not really worried about that. But the body is super clean. I would like to actually wrap this car or potentially plasti dip it. But we'll see as time progresses. For right now, it's gonna stay this color until I either decide to wrap it or I plasti dip it, but that is not really a priority right now. So I'm gonna show you guys under the motor now. But as mentioned, this body is super clean, no dents all around. And under the hood, we have the normal 2JZ GE, naturally aspirated. Everything is bone stock. Besides those catalytic converters, which he mentioned that he did have to replace because it stopped passing smog. But since then, I've actually taken this car to get smog, and it did pass, so I know that those are replaced. And yeah, so when I bought the car, he did mention that it had a slight oil leak. He didn't know if it was a valve cover or a cam seal. It might be both, but until I really start taking the motor apart, I won't really know. But I won't take care of that issue until I buy a clutch, because I intend to take the whole motor out, and while it's out, I'm gonna replace all the gaskets it needs, as well as drop in a new clutch and such. So inside the car, it is in really good condition. Not really good, but it's in pretty good condition. None of the seats have tears, which is a major plus for me, because I hate having tears in my seats. But both seats are in good condition, as well as the back seats back here. The car is absolutely filthy right now, so please excuse that. It rained a few days ago and I haven't had the chance to clean it. But back here I have my monkey strapped in for the ride. But yeah, it's, as mentioned, it's in really good condition. There's no stains, no rips. He did mention that no one would sit back here, but after further investigation, after taking the seat apart, I did notice that there was a bunch of Cheerios and like dried milk back here. So it's likely that he had his grandkids back here, but I'm not really worried about that. As long as the seats are in good condition, it's fine. Eventually, if this car does become a race car, I will likely gut the car from the back, so I'm not really worried about that. But up here, let me go ahead and sit inside of it. So inside here, there is obvious wear and tear back in here. Let me show you right here. All along this bezel right here, there's scratches. He did have to take all this apart one time, because so the mechanism that controls the AC to the heater was broken. So he actually rigged this thing up. This is kind of the jankiest part about this car. He rigged it up so that he can manually switch between AC and the heater. So this USB cord is literally just hooked up to the mechanism that didn't work before, and is manually overriding it. So yeah, that's the jankiest part about this car, but I'm not really worried about that. I only really use the AC. I never really use the heater, so it's whatevers. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car so you guys can see how good it still runs. This car does have 268,000 miles now. When I originally picked it up, it had a hair over 267. So I'm almost at like 2,000 miles, but I'm gonna go ahead and start her up. So as you guys can see, it still turns on without a hitch. She still is really reliable. She's treated me very well. But yeah, since I've got her, I haven't really done anything to her. She did have one of the fog lights in the front out, so I had to replace both, but that's basically it. I did do the hood spacers, but that wasn't really a cost because those were for my Prelude. And I think that's all. I haven't really done anything to this car. Oh, I did LED cluster lights. You guys can probably barely see them right now. But yeah, that is all I've done to this car. And my intentions with this car is, for right now, I'm not really looking to make it into like a full-on track car, but eventually I would like to. This build will be more of a reliable build, a more reliable fun build, because I don't want to like start dumping a ton of money into this and then not focus on any of my other projects. So this is one of my projects alongside maybe 2 or 3 other ones. So you guys are going to start seeing a lot of content on this. I'm actually going to be weighing the car from the very beginning to whatever extent I take it to. I really want to document the process of how much weight it loses or gains, because no one has really done that, and I actually just bought something that's going to allow me to do that. So yeah guys, thank you guys for watching this video, and if you guys want to subscribe for more, and yeah, keep an eye out for new videos on this car, because I actually just bought a couple new parts for this car. So yeah, alright guys, thanks.